Hi, and welcome to another episode of the Weekly Winedown.
And Cocktail Hour.
And Cocktail Hour, yeah. Justin's giving up wine. He's just turning into a Moscow mule.
Or a mojito mule.
Yeah, some sort of mule. My donkey.
Some kind of donkey.
Yeah. So today we are talking about part 3 of inner energy. We are talking about level 6 and 7 energy. So if you recall, we started talking about levels 1 through 5. 1 and 2 are catabolic, 3 through 5 are anabolic, and 6 and 7 are the highest levels of anabolic energy. Quick reminder for you, anabolic energy is non-stress related energy. So level 6 and 7 are the highest level of consciousness that we can achieve. So I'm going to start with level 6. Level 6 is what I like to call ultimate joy or passion. And in this level, oftentimes you can feel as if you're working on something or playing a sport or whatever it may be, and 3 hours go by and you feel like it was 10 minutes. That is very much so level 6 energy, is when you are just in the groove, being completely, it's ultimate presence.
If we think about it in terms of brain energy and the way in which our brain waves are operating, that is like your gamma or even like your theta. So like deep brainwave states in which you're just operating and you're like in the zone, and what a lot of performers operate in, or people who are doing presentations, or athletes quite often resonate there. So if we can get there naturally, it's amazing the heightened performance and the heightened results that you'll get there.
So another big piece of this energy is a feeling of synergy. So let's think of a family or a team. Oftentimes you have a feeling of your failure is my failure and your success is my success, vice versa, because at the end of the day, we're all in it together. We're all part of the greater good or the greater picture. And so at level 6 energy, this is really one of our highest levels of consciousness and lowest level of judgment. So now moving to level 7 energy, this is one of my favorite levels of energy. This is ultimate consciousness, and it's the lowest level of judgment. At level
and this
7,
is where you're going to see next week's guest resonate very, very heavily.
Yes, he's probably the most conscious person I know. So at level 7, this is where judgment really falls away. Oftentimes, people can resonate at level 7. Nobody resonates here completely. It's essentially godlike because it's complete non-judgment. However, at level 7, we can learn to access it. There's a couple techniques. One of the most common techniques is meditation, breath work, deep breathing. But it's finding a way to connect to that higher power. And the beauty of level 7 is once we are able to access it, we are tapped into a consciousness that we can choose one of the 6 other levels of energy, because we have an overview of the situation in an objective manner to be able to choose one of the other 6 levels that serves us the best in that situation.
And so after going through parts 1, 2, and 3, we can start to see how anywhere along that spectrum of catabolic and anabolic energy, why we would want to resonate up in those anabolic areas. And the more presence we can have, the more awareness we can have, the more sense of choice that we feel like we are in control of and that we can ultimately make that choice for, we can start to determine the results that we get. We can start to determine the objectivity in which we show up with on a day-to-day basis. And that's where the power that Elise speaks about, we truly start to take into our own hands.
Absolutely. So with that, cheers to you guys. I also forgot to tell you what I'm drinking. So obviously Justin's drinking his Moscow Mule. I'm drinking a Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand. So cheers to you guys.
Cheers to you. Here's to making the choice. Anabolic over catabolic.
Go own it.
Go own it.